Hey everyone, as some of you know, I have been back from Haiti for about 2 weeks, so I just wanted to give a post-trip update to let you know how things went and how your prayers were answered. On the first day that I got there to the airport, that was the first time that I met my team. We were flying in from all these different parts of the country, and we met together. We were all wearing the same t-shirt, which is kind of cool, representing the team unity we had already. And from the airport to the place that we're staying at, it was about an hour drive in the bus that we were in. We were all just taking in the sights, just looking at the things around us, just listening to the sounds that we were hearing, the people that we were seeing. Even the smells and the smell of smoke that we were breathing in, and it was just quite an experience to be there and to realize we're not at home. We're someplace else. This is a different country, and these are God's people. These are people on God's heart. So that was quite an experience just to take this all in as we were on our way to the place that we're staying at. So the place that we stayed at was a place in Merger. It was a home of our host, John, and he and his family were gracious enough to host the 14 of us. They cooked meals for us. They welcomed us in.
Gonna give us a tour, Matt?
All right,
Matt's gonna give us a tour
this
here.
is our little road here.
Yeah.
This is the bathroom.
This is the bathroom.
There were some things that we weren't used to, you know, like there was no running water where we were staying, and so we had to take these bucket showers.
Now Matt, how do you take a shower here?
From what I've told, we have these buckets. So
Okay.
we just enough water.
Just dump it.
That's right.
Bucket showers here.
You know, I kind of got used to it by the end of the week. And also had to sleep on the ground, and it was kind of hard, even though I brought my mat and everything. Another thing was that it was very hot and humid, so constantly we're hot and sticky and sweaty no matter what we're doing, and especially when we're running around, it was just hot.
Woo! How you feel, Tom? I like your
feel good.
sunglasses.
Oh, thanks. You like the glasses over the glasses?
Oh yeah, it looks really good.
It works on any
Yeah.
glasses. You just put them over. So you can call me.
I'll remember that next tip.
We were there and experienced being out of our comfort zone, and it was just really great to hear about John and his ministry there. He told us about how he would be playing soccer with the kids, and just through soccer, I mean, a lot of kids would just come and play, and that through that he was able to start a school.
Fortunately, there is a soccer field, you know, in this area on the hill. So, and I said, and I talked to the people that I contacted in this area to find kids for me. And I told them the day that I wanted to start, and then the first day we started, we gathered 50 kids. And then after the next month, it was more than 100 kids.
And it's really encouraging to see God raising up people like John to minister to the people in Haiti. So some things we did throughout the week, we got to do prayer walks where we would walk around the streets, and with the people that were there, we would engage in conversation and see if there's anything that we can pray for, and we would pray for them. And there were kids that would just follow us, and we would just play with them as well. And there were some people who invited us to their home, and they invited us in, and we would come in and talk with them and pray for them as well. We did visits to an orphanage where we got to hang out with the orphans there and spend time with them doing some crafts, just holding them, just being with them. I got to bring my balloons, and so I twisted some balloons for them, and they were having a good time with that. We did some home and church visits where we would visit people's homes, as well as visit the churches that were there, which is very encouraging to see that there were churches there ministering to the people there. We did VBS, where our team came up with, you know, what to teach them, and we taught them and we got to visit a church there. Even before we entered the building, they were already just shouting and singing really loudly, and it was just a spirit of freedom that was there. So when we got there, we just felt the spirit, and it was amazing. And also we got to play soccer.
What up? I was just playing defense back here because less action going on. I was up there but running around nonstop, but at least up here I can rest really high. Right.
They call it soccer evangelism, where you just play soccer, and through that you outreach the kids there, because all the kids want to play soccer. And so that was a lot of fun.
Oh! Oh! Go, get it, go. Alex!
Now let me just say something about the kids there. The kids that we encountered as we just did these prayer walks, I mean, these were kids that were coming out of school or just around. They would just come up to you and follow you. They would literally come up and grab your hand and just look at you and just want to play with you and want you to engage with them. And it was just so precious, because the imagery was like these bunch of kids coming to Jesus. Not saying we're not Jesus, but that was the imagery that came to my mind, and that there was such a childlike faith and childlike trust and joy that they found in us, even though they didn't know us. And that's an imagery that just sticks with me to this day. Now, in the morning that we were going to do the VBS, later on that afternoon, we were given time to see how God was speaking to us that day. And so for me, for some reason, God gave me an image of a sword. And I was just feeling like God wanted me to take this sword, His word, and speak truth into people's lives, to be more bold about that. And so later at that day, when we were preparing, our team was preparing for the VBS that we were going to put on for the kids later, and we were brainstorming ideas about what to do, and somehow we ended up with the armor of God and doing a skit with the sword of the Spirit.
And use the sword of the Spirit, God's word, the Bible. With Jesus' help, Justin is forgiven of all of his sins.
And after the skit, the Spirit actually prompted me to say some things to the kids there, to speak the truth to these kids. And so I was using the drawing of the sword that they had. They all drew the sword of the Spirit, and I took that and was able to speak truth to them about who they were in God, and how God sees them.
But this thing you drew is the word of God, like a sword, which tells me the truth. The truth that says, I am loved. Truth that tells you that you're loved. That you're accepted unconditionally by a good Father who loves you no matter what. So when there's other voices that come at me and tell me you're not worth anything, I take the word of God and say, no, the Bible tells me I am worth everything. So understand what this is. This is a story about you. Of God's truth. In Jesus, you have the armor of God.
So that was definitely a way that I saw the Spirit prompt me and guiding me in all this. And look what I ended up getting myself as a souvenir from Haiti. A sword! The sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. So at the church that we visited, our team was to go up and do some songs. And so we had prepared to sing a couple songs together. And we chose Good Good Father and 10,000 Reasons. And up till then, we didn't really sing together, so I think we just didn't know how to do that. But then when we were at the church, after hearing all the songs that they were singing, we went up, and let me just tell you, the Spirit was working, because we just felt this freedom to worship God up there, and we did, and it was amazing because we sounded pretty good. realized that this is a picture of how our team served together. We were different people from different places with different strengths, different weaknesses, different insecurities, experiences, inadequacies. We all came together, and though we were imperfect, we came together in God's perfect way. For me, it was really neat to encourage the team as well as be encouraged by them. And even though they knew I was a pastor, that wasn't something that got in the way. You know, I was one of the teammates. I was there to learn, and I was able to learn a lot from our team as well, and just to see their love for the kids and see how God was growing them through our experience together. And it was really cool to experience that. And it was really cool to see how God was prompting their hearts and breaking their hearts for the people there. And so our team, we went from not knowing each other and meeting at the airport to being this really tight-knit family. And it was just really neat because after the trip, we couldn't stop texting each other, and we started this group text and group Snapchat and all that. And it was just, you know, we're family.
That was a little risky. Awesome.
You know, during my time there, prayers were answered. Prayers for good travels, for our team bonding to reflect God's love, for opportunities to engage people with His love, to get perspective and to experience God's heart. All those were answered. And so thank you for praying. Thank you for supporting me on this mission and being with me in that. And really appreciate it. It was a great trip. Definitely a trip that I will always remember. And I really would encourage any of you to go on a mission trip as well and to experience a different perspective and to see what God does. So thank you for hearing my post-trip update, and thank you once again.
Yeah, it's been good here in Haiti, and yeah, just remember this place with its people and kids.